Hey everybody, this is your Digital Super Saiyan 3 back here with another video. And yeah, since I'm wearing my Superman shirt, I figured I'm going to be doing a review of Superman and Lois Season 1. So I just recently finished the 15 episode season of Superman and Lois. Come on. Meet my friendly co-star. This is Ellie. So with that said, let's get into Superman and Lois Season 1. So yeah, we got 15 episodes in total of this season. So, Clark Kent and Lois Lane took their family to move to Smallville after the passing of Martha Kent. And Clark reveals to his two sons, Jordan and Jonathan, that he's Superman. And his son, Jordan, begins having superpowers of his own, being that he is the one who inherited Superman's powers in this series. And Clark is having to struggle with being a father while being Superman. Yeah, this is a Superman show where most of it does not take place in Metropolis. Yeah, it's kind of weird how Superman is now more or less in Smallville rather than in Metropolis. Yeah, I know he was raised in Smallville, but yeah. But we still get a good view of what Metropolis is like in this season, though. We still get Metropolis, we still get the Fortress of Solitude, and we still get Smallville. 3 iconic locations in Superman. Now, the cast comprises of Tyler Hoechlin playing the role of Clark Kent, aka Superman, playing the role of Superman like he did in the Supergirl TV show, as well as Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois Lane. And to her credit, I gotta say, Elizabeth Tulloch makes a really good Lois Lane. So, Superman has to deal with a lot in this season. In this first season, he also has to deal with Morgan Edge, who is secretly a Kryptonian. That's also Superman's brother. Yeah, apparently, because Superman's mom, Lara, actually had another child long before Kal-El was born, and long before she got together with Jor-El. I can't remember Morgan Edge's Kryptonian name in this series, so I'll just keep sticking to calling him Morgan Edge for the duration of this review. So, Morgan Edge's big master plan throughout the series is basically wanting to repopulate, basically to bring back Krypton by using Earth to bring back the Kryptonian race. And how does he plan to do that? By using this thing called X-Kryptonite and this machine called the Eradicator. A device that was created back on Krypton. Well, along the way, Superman also meets John Henry Irons, which he was from another Earth, where he was married to Lois Lane. Henry Irons, from his Earth, Superman also turned evil. And at first he wanted to kill Superman, but then later becomes an ally to make sure what happened to the main Earth doesn't happen to what happened on his Earth. So I love how they play into multiversal roles. Heck, Lois Lane's father, Sam, also plays a big role in this, as he is the leader of the DEO. the DEO. Or the DODMs. Basically, yeah, Lois Lane's father plays a very big role in this season. Well, not only having to be a grandfather, but also having to be a major ally to Superman, as well as running an entire organization. And then he sort of retires at the end of the season after Morgan Edge is defeated. So, overall, I gotta say, the action in this season was really, really well done, and I do like the storytelling of this season. I gotta say, after Flash's 7th season kind of disappointed me, I gotta say, this is probably my new favorite live-action DC show. Don't get me wrong, I still love Grant Gustin as the Flash, though, but I'm not here to talk about the Flash, I'm here to talk about some Superman. Of course, we do get a mention of Lex Luthor in this season, very early on, when Henry Irons was going under the name Captain Luthor, but then sort of just changed his butt, sort of went by his real name afterwards, and he has this souped up battle RV that's full of lots of guns and stuff. Now, yes, John Henry Irons was also the hero Steel, in the comics, and Steel was also a member of the Super family. So I love how this universe wanted to make a different version of Henry Irons. Where, unlike in the comics where Henry Irons was a former employee of LexCorp, Henry Irons here was a former military soldier. In this continuity. Of course, I cannot forget about the most important detail of this season, Lana Lang. Lana Lang, who was Clark's childhood friend, plays a very big role in this season as well, along with her firefighter husband and her daughter. Oh yeah, and her daughter is dating Jordan. Well, at first was dating this other guy, and then she started dating Jordan. So, yeah, there's that. Jordan and her began forming a relationship of their own. And throughout the season, it's a really good way they've developed this romance, this little teen romance really well between her and Jordan. Though, if Morgan Edge was the villain of Season 1, I cannot wait to see what they bring in for Season 2. I hope to God they do something big with Season 2, like who I'm thinking of who's going to possibly be in this next season, though. I mean, please to God, if they are going to make Cyborg Superman the villain of the second season, please hope they actually make a better Cyborg Superman than what was shown on Supergirl, because he was not a good Cyborg Superman, because he didn't even look like Cyborg Superman at all, because he was just a generic cyborg, where in the comics he's half cyborg, half Superman. Something that should have been done with Supergirl's version of the character, but really wasn't. Anyway, I digress. So, Superman and Lois Season 1. It definitely was worth the watch on HBO Max, and actually worth watching all 15 episodes of. It definitely is a good show from start to finish with its 15 episode run of its first season. So, and all that being said, I do like the conflicts that happens throughout the series, especially the conflict between Clark and Morgan Edge. I mean, first it started off being Lois and Morgan Edge being at odds with each other, but then it started growing exponentially. As we thought Morgan Edge, you thought it was a very small scheme, but no, he had it as a very full-scale, big scheme. I mean, yeah, a Kryptonian who also posed as a billionaire That said a lot about Morgan Edge's character. We get more in depth with Morgan Edge's character throughout this season. And all the people he's given superpowers to. Anyway, this has been your Digital Super Saiyan 3, and I cannot wait to see what happens with Superman and Lois going forward. See ya!